Everybody, I'm Lisa. Just wanted to give you a little bit of background to who I am and what I'm about and why I love helping people. When I started my career, I was an engineer and like a technician engineer apprentice, and I never thought in a million years I'd get to where I am now. What I wanted to share with you is that my engineering background has brought me all sorts of different roles, different positions, project management, sales, even business improvement and knowledge management. I've gone quite through a long journey, but it all started from an engineering background. I work for GE Power right now, and the job I have supports my need to help people, my desire and my passion to help people by supporting a process that we use for quotations within engineering in gas power. That's my day job. Along with my day job, I'm also a STEM ambassador. So I work with local schools and universities and colleges, etc., to try and enhance the knowledge of students as to what their options are when they leave school, to consider STEM topics and try and bring some more diversity and inclusion into who is going into those areas, but also make them realise there's a lot more choice beyond the edge of school. Engineering was never really something that was promoted so hard of days of old. I was lucky enough to go on what was called a Girls and Technician Engineering Conference, which actually opened my eyes to the fact that engineering was a good option. Engineering is everywhere, and it's important that people understand that. They don't always appreciate that almost everything is engineered. They just think you're a car mechanic. So it's quite interesting when you start opening their eyes and making them realise just exactly the extent of what can be achieved through engineering. That's my day job and my STEM activities. And then I also have my own business. I'm in career coaching, so I like to help people be happy in the job that they've got, or think about what job they might want in the future, or career, as we said. I've got a bit of a cheesy thing going on with the fact that I like people to feel like they're superheroes in what they do. Feel empowered, feel powerful, like they're standing there super strong with their cape flowing, they're brilliant at what they do. That's what I like to have. So it sounds cheesy, but I like the image that a superhero gives, the power and the fact that you puff your chest out. Also considering that for retirement planning as well. You can have a superhero retirement just the same. Unfortunately, a lot of people in high-powered jobs, really high, busy process orientated or demanding roles like CEOs and MDs, they're constantly in need to make decisions and control budgets and are there to give advice and relied upon, and really quite in-demand role. It can be quite full-on for a long time. And then when they retire, quite often they'll come right down to a way less demanding life. And whilst that's obviously a very desirable thing when you've been so in demand, the gap can be quite big. So you go from this hugely relied upon person that's probably fulfilled in all of the dynamics of the different types of role that they have, etc., right down to being a dad, a father, a husband, granddad. But it's never really quite the demand that was in that role to begin with. So they feel like they've gone from hero to zero. So my retirement planning will help bring that a little bit more in kilter with each other. And instead of leaving and bouncing right back down and then thinking we need to come back up to this better position, what I would like to do is help plan a little bit ahead of when that leaving of that role comes in, so that we've got less of a dip and we've got more of a plain sailing with that superhero cape straight into retirement. So you feel a lot more empowered to own your own time, manage the same kind of schedules and things. Think about what really matters to you. So my approach to things like that are always to make people, I just want people to be happy. That's the very core of who I am. So if I share things or try to inspire other people to do things, it's because I want you to be happy. And by being happy means that quite often you've got your skills, your strengths, your personality type, your values, everything else that's around you that you are responsible for, and all of that can become aligned, and your passions can drive straight through the middle of all that to deliver something that really is magical and can make you feel like a superhero.